Everybody has a voice and everybody deserves to be heard.
No, that's not true. Not everyone's opinion matters, bro, okay? We've gotten to a point now in society where we think everyone's opinion matters, regardless of their experience, their background, etc. That's asinine. The people that have merit, that are qualified, that know what the hell they're talking about or are good at what they're talking about, need to be the ones speaking and pushing the charge. We don't want to hear from incompetent, because quite frankly, not everyone deserves to be heard. But we have this crazy concept that everyone's opinion matters regardless of where they are in life, which is absolutely nuts to me. I saw this a few days ago, and this perfectly encapsulates what I always tell you guys. Let's watch the clip uninterrupted as usual, and then we'll break it down, all right?
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
I would rather have 2 healthy kids. Like, it doesn't matter to me. 2 healthy children. And the fact that you have to put them in those categories says a lot about who you are.
Oh, no, don't you dare.
I'm just telling you, I think the real problem is in the thinker, not the answerer. The thinker. Maybe you should just ponder on that for a second.
Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change that the world desperately deserves and hopefully get us to a point where we're all on the same accord.
Now let's go through this, because there's so many things happening here that I want you guys to we're going to boil this down to a molecular level, okay? Basically, they said here, Kevin Hart gave a PR answer when Ziwi asked him whether he'd rather have a thought daughter or a gay son, right? So let's go through this again.
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
I would rather have 2 healthy kids. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
So apparently, from what I've been told, he was asked this question before, and he said he doesn't want to have a gay son, and he faced an enormous amount of backlash for it. And mind you, this is a comedian. Right? So he probably hired a PR team to help him with questions just like this. And if you can see here, if you look at his face, he's actually angry she asked that question, right? And the reason why he's angry is because he lost money over this shit last time somebody asked it. Clearly he's prepared this time, but he's not happy that they brought this question up to him, right? He's pissed off because he knows it's kind of a gotcha question, right? So he's like, why the fuck would you ask that? And then he just kind of deflects it immediately and says, oh yeah, I just want happy kids, right? Which we all know that's bullshit, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. And then looks at her like she's the stupid one for asking, which in his eyes, he's like, bitch, what are you trying to do? You trying to get me in trouble? Because y'all know how Hollywood is, bro. If that nigga said, either one, I don't want a thought daughter or I don't want a gay son, they would have had that nigga out of there. They would have gave that nigga the Jazzy Jeff, hey, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Right? So he knew what time it was.
The fact that you have to put them in those categories says a lot about who you are.
Oh, no.
Oh, and then he turns it back on her, gives her the Uno reverse. This says a lot about you. So what does she do? Well, she's also a pussy that's scared of backlash. So what does she say?
Oh, don't you dare.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare call me a bigot. I'm trying to call you the bigot here. They're deflecting the fucking accountability here on this question.
I'm just telling you, I think the real problem is in the thinker, not the...
Oh, the real problem is with the thinker. This nigga really got some good PR, man.
The answerer, the thinker. Maybe you should just ponder on that for a second.
See how condescending he is, right? He's scoffing at her question as if why would you even ask that? This is deplorable, right? He's moral grandstanding. I hate people like this, by the way. I hate fucking people that do this shit. You know who does this shit all the time? Bitch ass Abba and Preach. Those fucking losers. You know what I mean? One day, these bitch ass niggas are like, oh yeah, racism is funny. We don't like to even call someone racist because that's whack. Next day, I'm roasted, I'm calling them fucking... Next day, these niggas turn into the fucking Black Panther, Wakanda. Ah! How dare you say anything about black people, Myron? Bitch ass niggas, bro. And here's the thing, I'm keeping my foot on these niggas' necks, by the way. We're gonna keep cooking anus and reach all 2026. I already fucked up Akash. I already fucked up DDG. I fuck up these OF girls all the time, okay? So I'm keeping my foot on those niggas next too. Abba's a fucking sodomite. I don't care what he says. He can make 1 million hit pieces. Nigga, you got fucked in the ass. You got fucked in the ass. You will never be able to live that down, Okay, buddy? You will never be able to fucking live that shit down. And then your boy was dancing and fucking oiled up and shit. But the point I'm trying to make besides roasting them, what Kevin Hart is doing right now is what I call moral grandstanding, right? And let's just keep it 1,000 real quick, right? There's a generation that we got to blame for this shit. You know what generation we got to blame? We got to blame my generation, the fucking millennials, okay? And you kind of see remnants of this, right? If you look at a lot of like big, like left-wing podcasters, right? Hassan Piker, Kyle Kalinske, some of these other niggas, you know, you look at like influencers that are like very politically correct, Logan Paul, shit like that. These guys that are hyper worried about their image, Kevin Hart. So just to kind of bring you guys back, right? Let me tell you why, and I'm a millennial, by the way, FYI. Like, but I'm gonna tell you guys why millennials are retards, okay? Because like you guys know, I keep it straight. I criticize everybody, to include myself. But this is very important what I'm about to say when it comes to Kevin Hart doing this whole PR bullshit, whatever. So my generation, right, millennials, 80s into the 90s, we were like the first people that started the current culture war that you guys are dealing with now, okay? Lots of things happened in that era. Women really started hitting the workforce. Sex became less taboo. Partying became a thing. People not getting married started to become a little bit more normal. The rise of dating apps, okay? And one also important thing, and I've talked about this before on another podcast, but I know we got a lot of new people here, so let's talk about that. The election of President Barack Obama. Now, that was the beginning of the end, right? Because for anyone that was alive back in like 2001, what ended up happening was with the war on terror, right? We get hit 9/11, the whole country unites, Bush says we got to go to war, everyone rallies behind the war. A few years later, people figure out that the Iraq war had nothing to do with 9/11, and then before you know it, it's fucking 2007, right? Time flies when you're having fun, right? Or bombing. Or if you're a neocon destroying all your enemies, time flies when you're having fun, right? So by 2007, right, people are fed up with the fucking war, right? So in comes this charismatic, charming guy, Harvard grad, light-skinned, dual race guy named Barack Obama. And he campaigns on something called change, right? Change. Or was it hope? Whatever. That's not important. He had the iconic fucking Obama thing. Look, this right here, chat, right? Campaign on this. This is where like this whole fucking style of painting came from, right? Anyway, I digress. So what Barack Obama did was he ushered in like a new era, okay? And this new era that he ushered in was an era of racial indifference, tolerance for homosexuality, gay marriage got approved in his, under his watch. Things, TV and shows started to get more woke. Using certain terminology was considered to be frowned upon. Like, we started getting like, if you were to look at like, think of like the woke ideology as like a snowball, right? It started to pick up speed towards the end of Bush's era. And then when Trump came in, that shit, I said Trump, excuse me. When Obama came in, that shit just started rolling with momentum because Obama was in for 8 years. So we had 8 years of just straight, my president is black, my Lambo's blue, black power. Let's let gays marry. Yeah, let lesbians get married. Yeah, let's go ahead and have more interracial couples. Let's go ahead and be woke. Let's go ahead and be more left-leaning. So everyone from my generation, I'm telling you guys this so you get the temperature of the room. Everyone from my generation, we all voted Obama, nigga. Admit it, okay? I'll admit it. Every single one of you motherfuckers back in 2008 voted Obama, bro. Okay, don't fucking sit here and tell me that you voted for John McCain. Get the fuck out of here. Now, one of you niggas voted for John McCain. I remember John McCain would do his speeches. Yo, he was like a scarecrow. It's like his arms were attached to a string. He talked like this all the time. You know, we're going to continue the war in Iraq, blah, 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 right? So none of y'all voted for McCain. That's fucking cap, all right? Everybody voted for Obama. But that was like the cool thing because he was the first black president. We were really starting to see a revolution in this country. Like, wow, this is going to be awesome. But what we didn't realize is that Obama ushered in a lot of the woke ideologies that you guys see now that came from the fucking Obama era. Okay? So people got tired of it. Guess what happens? Donald Trump becomes president of the United States.
Welcome, punch!
Because people were so fucking tired of the progressive ideologies under the Obama administration and the woke shit that they say, you know what, fuck it, bro. Make America great again. Okay? Let's bring in Trump, right? Niggas talking about banning Muslims. He's talking about we're going to build a wall. 2015 Trump was unstoppable. Okay? Bro was like, and the thing that made us so hilarious was you had never seen this before in American politics. No politician will be caught dead speaking the way that Donald Trump spoke in 2015 when he was running for president. And that's why so many people liked him, because it was a refreshing change from what we endured during the Obama administration. So it was a welcome change. That's why he beat Hillary. No one thought he was going to beat Hillary, but they were so fucking fed up with Obama that they said, nah, bro, we need something different. And they put Trump in, right? So, and I'm bringing this all back. Me, Kevin Hart, a lot of some of your favorite influencers, we're all fucking millennials pretty much, right? And unfortunately, I blame our generation for the current woke culture that we have now, okay? Some of us matured and woke up like myself, but others didn't, and they're still fucking liberal retards, okay? Now, when it comes to Kevin Hart, he's clearly, I don't know where he stands politically. I'm gonna assume that he might lean more left, but we're never gonna know. And the reason why we're never gonna know is because actors, comedians, people at this level can't be authentic. They can't be authentic. You cannot be an A-list celebrity and be based, okay? I said it. Right? If you try to be an A-list celebrity and be based, say there's like 2 genders or some shit, you're gonna get hit with the fucking, get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. So that's the era that he comes from, and that's kind of the era that we're still a little bit in. Obviously, Trump being in, we're fighting back against it, but this is the culture that came from like my generation, which I blame millennials for a lot of the bullshit we have now, right? I blame them for that shit. Now, the other thing also is, notice how he deflects it back on her, and she's like, no, it's like a fucking hot potato. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. No, I don't want to talk about this.
Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
So bam, she asked him again. Another question that is literally a lose-lose for him to answer, given his position.
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all.
This nigga, bro. Yeah, okay. You should care about them all.
Everybody has a voice, and everybody deserves to be heard.
No, that's not true.
Fatality.
See, this is another thing as well that I really, really dislike that we need to kind of just get out there, okay? Because this really pisses me off when people say this. Yo, not everyone's opinion fucking matters, bro, okay? We've gotten to a point now in society where we think everyone's position, like everyone's opinion matters, right? Regardless of their experience, their background, etc. That's fucking asinine, okay? The only people's opinions that should matter are people that are competent, okay? But since we live in this really, feel-good, woke society, and we want everyone to feel included, what we've basically done is we've eliminated the concept of meritocracy, right? And the way I look at it is the people that have merit, that are qualified, that know what the hell they're talking about or are good at what they're talking about, need to be the ones speaking and pushing the charge. We don't want to hear from incompetent retards because of egalitarianism. I think egalitarianism is one of the worst things that we could have had because, quite frankly, not everyone deserves to be heard. But we have this crazy fucking concept, right, in the West and in America in general, that everyone's opinion matters regardless of where they are in life, which is absolutely nuts to me, right? And let me explain to you guys what happens when you have this stupid mindset. This is how kids that are 6 years old that don't even know how to wipe their ass get transitioned, right? How the fuck are you gonna sit there and say, oh, I feel like I'm a girl when, nigga, you don't even know how to tie your shoes? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? You could barely wipe your ass. Bro, you can't even drink soup without that shit spilling. You trying to tell me that you're a girl? Get the fuck out of here. But this is what I'm talking about when I say that, we live in this fucking cloud world where everyone's opinion is supposed to matter. No, it doesn't. Okay? We need to go back to bullying. Okay? I know this is about to be a hot take here, but let me explain. Niggas act right when they know they might get shoved in a fucking locker. Okay? Niggas act right when they know that if they step into the bathroom and say some dumb shit, they're gonna get a swirly. Right? Niggas act right when they know that, you do some bullshit, they're gonna fucking pull your underwear over your head and give you a wedgie like in Simpsons 1997. Right? So bullying used to be a very natural way to eliminate bad behavior. Okay? It was a very honest way to discourage incompetence or stupidity, right? But now that we live in this world where it's like, oh, you can't bully people. Why do you think all these niggas got autism? Why do you think all these niggas got ADHD? Why do all these niggas need Ritalin? You know what we used to call people that used Ritalin or what's that other fucking drug that these people were using to focus? Adderall? You know what we used to say to niggas that use Adderall? You're just retarded. Yeah, simple as that. Like, we need to go back to calling motherfuckers stupid again. I'm tired of using acronyms to describe stupid niggas. Hot take. But that's what I truly think. Bro, if you gotta use medication to focus, you're a fucking retard. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Oh, Myron, I have ADHD. Oh, you mean you're a fucking retarded? Retarded? That's what you got, motherfucker? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Niggas popping Adderall like fucking candy because they can't focus. You're that stupid? You can't sit and read a fucking book? Like, what the hell's going on here? And I know some of you dumbass niggas in the chat. fucking Aquarius and shit like that. Y'all niggas barely passed the fucking hooked on phonics test, right? Niggas like preach, dumbass preach. I think I can read. Abba, could you help me read this? Nigga so fucking dumb. He got to take his dirty ass finger, you know, that he uses to fucking scratch his ass. Nigga got to be looking at the book like this. Oh my God, that's my son. That's literally saying there, oh shit. You guys used to play popcorn in school? And, you know, you would read a page of the book and then they're like, all right, popcorn. And you pass it off to somebody. Bro, I used to always give it to the nigga that couldn't read, bro.
Welcome, punch.
Yo. All right, Amru. Who are you going to call out next? I remember there was this one nigga in my school, bro. Nigga's name was Isaiah Davis. Bro. This nigga could not read. He could not read. He was black too, of course. He was my nigga though. But yo, every time, who are you gonna pass it to? Oh, I'll pass it to Isaiah. Whole classroom. Right? We start laughing. Nigga, give me that death stare. Yo, and then we knew there was like a couple words this nigga couldn't pronounce, right? So he would say like screet instead of street. Yo, he would say, okay, so the cat crossed the street. Niggas would start fucking dying, bro. Whole class would erupt in laughter, and the teacher like, stop, right? Some other dude from the other side of the class, hey, that nigga's stupid as fuck. Who said that? Who said that? That get turned into Fighting Irish? Who said that? I can't read, but I'll beat you up, nigga, after this class. Oh, man. Good old days. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, bro, that bullying like that used to force niggas to fucking, you know, to want to get educated, to not be idiots. You know, like I hear all these new diseases and all these new fucking things. Bro, when I meet these young kids, bro, growing up, you never would say, I got ADHD. I got ADD. You know, I gotta take a medication to go to school. Niggas will clown you for days. You're a fucking retard. You're stupid. You gotta pop fucking pills to go to fucking home ec. Fuck wrong with you, man? Bro, what the fuck? You gotta pop pills to fucking try to learn how to make a sandwich? Get the fuck out of here. Bro. Or shop. You guys remember shop class? Chopping up wood and shit like that? Come on, man. This is the most brain dead class. Your dumbass need a fucking pill for this? You fucking retard. So when we were growing up, bro, like we used to clown dudes that said any type of bullshit about, oh, I have this, I have that. Bro, I remember if you went to like the guidance counselor, right? Like, and you weren't in trouble, you were gonna get cooked when you got out, right? Because like for me, for example, I used to get sent to the guidance counselor all the time because I would like make fun of girls and shit. I had like a nickname for every bitch: big forehead, nappy. All the girls in my classes, I had nicknames from. So like I'd say some shit, they get fucking offended. Next thing I know, I get called into the fucking guidance counselor's office for some bitches there crying. Oh, he's so beat up. Okay, whatever, fine, right? But bro, if you're going to a guidance counselor's office and you didn't like get in trouble for making fun of somebody, you were definitely gonna get cooked at the lunch table. Absolutely. Allahu Akbar! Niggas about to go jihadi on your ass. Hey, what's wrong with you, nigga? You retarded? Why'd you gotta go? You have to get your pills? Like, brutal, bro. Brutal shit, right? And then it didn't end there. It didn't end there. So you leave school, then you hop on Xbox, right? You fire up that Halo 2, right? Turn on that fucking Xbox, you fucking start playing, you go on Xbox Live, you hear some nigga, hey Holmes, hey, I'm gonna go right, you go left, let's do this. What the fuck? Who are you, nigga? And then just jokes after jokes, right? Hey, Miguel, how the fuck are you fucking on this internet server right now, bruh? You got a mule in the back? You know, you just start clowning them. And that's what it was. There was no banning or any of this other shit. You just start cooking in the lobby, right? And then back then, you could talk shit to the other team. If you were close enough when you were playing Halo 2, you could literally say, get noob, boom. You hit niggas with the 360 no scope. You're going in the montage, bitch. Bro, we used to trash talk all the time. That's a clip. You're fucking garbage, right? We were crazy, bro. We used to talk so much shit to these niggas. Oh, man, there's a lot of shit that I probably can't even say right now on stream. I'll get banned. So anyway, yeah, dude, you know, that's what it was. Like bullying was just a part of life. It was a part of being a man, right? It was like your way to grow up. So now we have like this whole pussified, politically correct, woke world that we're in, man. It just sucks. So it is what it is. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if you use an acronym to like label any type of, you know, mental situation you got, bro, look, I'm just gonna say you're retarded or dumb, bro. Okay, don't give me this whole I use Adderall because I can't focus and shit. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Okay, we just need to go back to tell niggas they're stupid, bro. Not everyone's gonna be a winner. It is what it is, you know? Like, what are you talking? Oh, I use Adderall. Okay, well, you can't sit fucking still and focus, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you, right? And I truly do think that's why so many people are stupid nowadays, right? They need all this aid to be able to focus and shit. Like, what's going on here, you know? Anyway, let's get back to this Kevin Hart thing because there was something else I was gonna say.
What I want to do is be a part of the rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice, and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change that the world desperately deserves.
All right, Gandhi, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Okay. So this is something else that I wanted to say. So this right here, what you guys are saying, what you guys are seeing, this is precisely why people don't like A-list celebrities anymore, right? I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but I'm going to say it again. The reason why Kamala Harris lost the last election, besides the fact that your boy Myron Gaines stopped her, page 176, by the way, there's the book. The reason why she lost the election is because she heavily relied upon your traditional A-list celebrities, people like Kevin Hart, people like LeBron James, people like Taylor Swift, people like Hollywood actors. All these A-list celebs, actors, athletes, etc., musicians, comedians, they all endorsed Kamala Harris. But it didn't matter because these guys don't got no pull no more, okay? The aura, for lack of a better term, the aura that A-list celebrities carried in the 1990s or the 80s or even into the early 2000s no longer matches what they have now. The people that are actually influential are people that stream, people that have big platforms, etc. Now, and as I forget who it was that I was talking with about this, I might have been like Michael Sartain or somebody, right? But the big change now is that A-list celebrities are famous, but they don't have influence. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of these big celebrities are famous, but they don't have influence. So in other words, people watch their movies, people know who they are, right? But they're not about to fucking like follow them and like do, if they were to say, oh, I do this, blah, blah, they're not about to follow them like that, right? Because the problem with a lot of these A-list celebrities is outside of their sport or their respective profession, you don't really know too much about them, right? Like an athlete, you'll just know he's a good player, but you don't really know too much about his background. An actor, you know what roles he does, but you don't really know too much about him unless like people write about them. So that makes it even harder to like identify with them. And then on top of that, right, not only do you not know them, it's hard to get to know them because they give such bullshit interviews when they go out in the media, like you guys can see right now with Kevin Hart. So even if you wanted to try to get to know these celebrities, they give bullshit interviews where they won't answer direct questions like what Kevin Hart is saying right now, or they won't say anything that's offensive. Like if you guys want a perfect example of this, yo, matter of fact, let me just pull this shit up right now. This is one of the most frustrating fucking interviews I've ever watched in my life, and it made me fucking irate. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys right now. Oh man, I'm pissed off even searching for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
No idea.
It's a thing, man, when you think about it. It's like, and I feel like I want to know about you too here. I feel like it was a learned thing. Like, of course, the concept of, gratitude, sure. I felt like I'm a pretty grateful guy. But once I started realizing that a lot of the shit that I was trying to get after, and there's the North Star, there's that thing, whatever it is, it's always there. But really, the shit that matters most is the stuff that's right here.
Yeah.
Like right in front of us.
Yes.
You know, this thing, life, family, loved one, kid, whatever it is, job even, you know?
And sometimes if you concentrate on the North Star too much.
This was such a painful interview. And I think they talked a little bit about Gaza here, and like The Rock didn't have anything to say. First 41 minutes is just The Rock agreeing to Joe Rogan monologue. Took a shot of whiskey for every time The Rock said, yeah, I woke up in Mexico. I understand why The Rock has such a strong COVID vaccine stance. A lot of people who contracted it lost their sense of smell and couldn't tell what he was cooking. This is a Joe Rogan monologue and The Rock saying, yeah. Title is wrong. The Rock experienced Joe Rogan. Jamie, pull up every episode I've ever done. The strange thing is that Joe Rogan did not ask The Rock about stories and he always criticized him. Finally, Joe Rogan on The Rock show. Like, bro, come on, man. What's going on here, dude? What's going on here? But this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, bro, this is why Kamala Harris lost the election. When you got people like this endorsing you, these aren't real niggas, bro. They're just not, okay? So having influence and being famous are two different things. Now, they used to be damn near synonymous. But thanks to the rise of social media, these niggas don't got no more pull, bro. So the reality is, that's where we are. So Kevin Hart, this little 47-second interview, questions here, this is an outward manifestation of what Hollywood is. Stay neutral, fence it. Don't say anything that's offensive and lose you a deal, right? It's all about keeping an image, not losing money. Because like I said before, you cannot have the utmost clout while simultaneously being based. It doesn't happen.